It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Brock Purdy. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the 49ers and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. You talk about this Lions defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The numbers for St. Brown a week ago. 6 catches, 113 yards, and a score.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Goff. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw, Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And incomplete on the deep ball. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but now it's 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
I mean, you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL. It does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get...
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Nothing the score. This is the NFL. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs, and they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Here's Purdy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Purdy. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he isn't getting it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, But you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now gone. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again is gone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Michael Pittman, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Romeo Doubs, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. DK Metcalf, a touchdown catch in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gone.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Gets around him.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our 2nd half blowout material.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Flushed out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So here come the Lions now.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch this.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This one caught by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Off the option, that's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Lions. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw is Goff. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They go play action here. Purdy
rolling to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Purdy looking to throw.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. A good pickup there, a 22.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hand.
Touchdown! From 17 yards out.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried on.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st down, Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Goff now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Goff throwing again. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. and 10 at the 30-yard
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Niners first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down, San Francisco.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Lions offense set to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Second down and 4.
Goff. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To the air again. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this... At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing again is Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another on 3rd down.
The kick by McManus is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And a short pickup to about the 25.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. There's Goff.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Goff. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
McManus now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 6 now.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But Charles, a lot of happy